this government believes fully responsible means to ensure and provide an education for children from primary to secondary, just like any other children, regardless of their race, religion, and take into account their educational needs. It is the moral responsibility and the social obligation of any government to do so.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you heard various grants that have been going around. Let me give you, for example, Yayasan Budimas, that specializes for spastic students. They are heavily supported by the government of Negeri Sembilan. The various tax breaks that we introduce from our policy, all of those are supports from the government. The government has an existing network. We have the reach. None of the NGOs have. We have officers in rurals of Sarawak, in rurals of Sabah, in Kelantan, in Terengganu. No matter how passionate an NGO in Bangsa is, chances are they do not have an officer in Jeli, in Semporna, in Bak Kelalan.
We do not believe the education of children with special needs are an exclusive right. We allow everyone to participate. Now, disabilities have a different threshold. You have mild to moderate, and you have the moderate to the severe ones. Now, the research pointed by Aaron and Flanagan shows that if we try to jumble all this together in the name of non-discrimination and non-segregation, we will bring all of them down. If we decided to go for this opposition, very politically correct, non-discrimination, we will risk hampering everybody's education, including the children without special needs.
The debate is what is the best method to facilitate and what is the best way to enable an effective procedure in terms of helping out the special needs students. There is up to 10 to 20% of Malaysian students who can be characterized or categorized as students with special needs, and 20% of these students, trying to fund them and trying to cover their entire education is a process which employs a huge amount of money and a huge amount of budget.
Experience has shown us very clearly that simply having no substantive or sustainable change in A, the vulnerability of the special needs children, and B, in their protection and inclusion, and C, in their development and learning, Mr. Speaker, is not possible without their families' genuine participation and acting on the matter, Mr. Speaker. What we're going to say here at the end of the day is what their model exclusively focuses on is the facilities that the government has, but nowhere at all, Mr. Speaker, does it deal with the idea that perhaps engagement with the community is needed, perhaps engagement with those children themselves is needed, Mr. Speaker.
I used to be dyslexic as a kid, okay, so I motivated myself because I integrated with others and they understand me. Okay, so I have good friends. So this is how people with special needs, for example autism and dyslexia, they integrate other people. When there is integration in the first place, without integration, if you segregate the special needs with the normal children, so they will create another idea in mind that these guys are different.
Our lab will be focusing on 4 key areas. It's assessments and early detection, one work stream. The second one is awareness and networks. So things that like after school support, speech therapy, parents involvement, just like being part of a network. And then the third one is public-private partnerships. And the fourth one is teacher curriculum and teacher training. So these are 4 key areas we're going to be focusing on in the lab. Bear that in mind, this is not everything that's covered in the blueprint for special needs, but we feel that these 4 key areas are the ones that will provide us quick wins, new programs that can be implemented in 2013 with minimal amount of money, funding needed, as well as leveraging what the existing platform for NGOs and private sectors have already put in place.
Listening to the debate, I was just struck by how much hasn't been done for special needs kids in the country, and like you guys, both sides rightly pointed out, there's about 10% estimated children in every batch of students who have special needs, special learning needs, I guess you could call it. But really a very small percentage of that is identified every year. So just talking about whether government should have like 100% role, or whether like NGOs should play a part, or whether private sector, parents or community should be involved, like the problem is so big that you need everyone to be involved.
Dan apabila dibentukkan satu sistem pendidikan, apabila NGO mengatakan dia profesional, dia mesti terbuka, dan kakitan kerajaan yang dikatakan mempunyai peranan dan juga fungsi, ya, dia juga akan menerima, akan berbincang, akan design kurikulum contohnya, untuk dijadikan kanak-kanak itu sama sekolah dengan budak-budak yang biasa. Pada saya mengikut kes lah, kalau dia setakat cacat anggota tetapi tidak cacat minda, okey,